where Puffing Billy was doing pain a lot.
200. Currently, we are in unexplored territory at the front of the Peloton.
That's great to see like how it is.
I actually don't think that's happening.
Good morning, YouTube. How you doing? It is 1.5 degrees right now. We are just about to pump our new road wheels up. We've got the Corsa Pro tyres on my Roval rims, my Roval Terras, which I changed over to my Zips, and I'm so keen to take these out. Let's see if we're going to be faster up Devil's Elbow. Don't know. Haven't rode for the past 2 weeks, kind of, nearly. Just being under the weather and away, so we'll see how we go with this one. Mega pumped. Let's get that PSI up. We're at the start of the 1 in 20. It's feels more brutal than last time, but it's the same. Maybe overheating in 1 degrees. Don't know. But the air is cold in the lungs, and being asthmatic kind of makes me want to cough up a little bit. Anyway, let's keep at it. Just hit the elbow, feeling good, really sucking in that air. But these tyres, I think they're helping a lot. Just hit a bottle too. Flicked off the back, but nah, it's okay. Positive thoughts, positive thoughts. Whew.
Well, today's ride was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. I got dropped. The boys absolutely sent it up one of the climbs, Devil's Elbow, but somehow I still finished today feeling like I'd won. This was also my very first proper ride on my new road setup. I swapped my gravel wheels over to a dedicated road wheel set with some brand new Vittoria Corsa Pro tyres. I always seem to want to say Victoria because I am from Victoria, but it's Vittoria Corsa Pro tyres. Okay, let's get that right, god damn it. Now, if you've ever ridden the bike seriously before, you're probably thinking, mate, they're just tyres. Trust me, bruh. Today, I'll show you why cyclists get way too excited over rubber. Okay, so let's get right into it here. Saturday mornings have become my favorite ride every week. There's just something about getting up before everyone else. The roads are quiet. The sun's coming up. Kookaburras are kookaburring. Everyone's got a coffee in their system and everyone's just keen to ride. Today's route starts in Knox. The very first thing we do is turn left and jump up the climb. No warm-up, no easing into it, just straight up Devil's Elbow, raw dogging that shit. If you've ever ridden with a cycling bunch before, it's actually a really cool atmosphere. People are talking, making some jokes, checking in with each other, checking out what's going on for the week, what happened, all that type of stuff, what's on for the day, until the road points uphill. Okay, and then suddenly nobody talks anymore and everyone hates each other. But we rekindle when we're at the top of the hill. Trust me, okay? It's okay. It's okay. Whilst we hit our climbs, I want to explain what I've actually changed. Hold the wheel, okay? Hold your wheel. Now, most people, they think that you need another bike. You really don't. I brought another wheel set, and that was an early birthday present for the 30th, which is on the 30th of November, okay? It's a little bit early, but Alchemy was having a little bit of a sale, and so we jumped on board with that, and that's our gift. Getting the zip rims and doing the whole changeover, new cassette, etc, etc. This bike is actually designed as a gravel bike, okay? Gravel bikes are made for dirt roads, loose rocks, bit of mud, basically anywhere that's rough, okay? These tyres are wider, they've got tread, they're built for grip, but today we've changed personalities, okay? These Vittoria Corsa Pros, they're smooth, much lighter feeling, designed purely for riding on the bitumen. And, you know, imagine trying to run a marathon wearing hiking boots. Sure, you could do it, but swap into running shoes, everything suddenly feels a little bit easier. And that's basically what happened to this bike. Now it's a utility bike. It's the bike that does everything. It does on-road and off-road. Now, as you're watching this, it's time to find out if these tyres actually do anything different. Straight away, the biggest thing I noticed wasn't speed. It was how smooth everything felt. The bike almost wanted me to keep rolling. Normally on my gravel tyres, you can hear them humming along like, you know, like those four-wheel drives that you can hear with those really teethy tyres. It kind of sounds like that. With this, almost silencio. Silent for people that don't understand Italian. Okay? Relax. This is an English-speaking channel. Cyclists call it rolling resistance. Basically, every tyre steals a tiny bit of your energy, okay? The less energy you waste, the easier it is to keep on moving, okay? Devil's Elbow is one of those climbs that doesn't look too hard. Then you're halfway up, 10 degrees gradient climb, and your legs start squealing, okay? They start asking serious questions. What are we doing here? The cafe's better. The bed, we should have stayed there. Why did we do that to ourselves?
How many Ks you doing today? 200? Lovely.
I say that to Armin because he always rides to the group ride. And generally when I look back on Strava, because when you ride with a group of people from a certain destination, it groups everyone together. And then you know the riders that you're riding with. And you can also follow people that you haven't followed before and if you couldn't find their Strava and stuff. But, dude, he's always, like, riding hundreds of kilometers before, after. Man's an absolute weapon. Loves a kilometer. Absolutely froths a kilometer. So it was good to be on his tail, just to learn a little bit from him as he goes up the hill and just copy the stride that he's going at.
I attacked there, got in front, but I knew that they were roaring up behind me. Let them have it. I had nothing left. They're absolute weapons. I can't get them. Okay, mate. Here you can. Good. Careful those glasses, mate. They're gonna fall off. Hanging on.
We're just dropping down off the climb now, sitting at around 55 kilometers an hour, and you can see us rolling past another group of riders. One thing I absolutely love about cycling is that everyone gives each other a little wave or nod. Doesn't matter if you know them or not, we're all out here doing the same thing. Now, this is the bit of the moment for me where if you've ever ridden in a bunch before, the rider at the very front is doing all the hard work. They're the one pushing through the wind, whilst everyone else behind gets a 30% energy expenditure decrease, which is pretty cool. It's called giving someone a tow, and today I wanted to return the favour to Taman. Taman has pulled me along so many times over the last few months. He's one of the really strong riders, and that's almost always at the front helping everyone else. I remember him saying one time that one frustrating thing about being a stronger rider is that you're nearly always the one doing all the work, especially on this part as well. So it wasn't aimed at anyone in particular, it's just more in reality when you're one of the strongest in the group bunch. So today I thought, why not give him a bit of a break? Now, I had absolutely no idea if I was doing a good job, but when you're new to riding on the front, you don't really know what pace to hold. Go too slow and everyone has to brake, go too fast and you actually turn into a race. So every now and then I was asking him, how's this pace? Too fast, too slow? Do you want to come back through? Like, I just don't want to be that guy, like, taking over, you know what I mean? It probably sounds like a small thing, but that's how you learn. Nobody becomes a good bunch rider overnight. You ask questions, you make little mistakes, then the next ride, you do a little bit better. For me, this wasn't about showing if I was the strongest rider. I'm definitely far from it. It was about contributing, helping the group, instead of always being that one getting the help. A few months ago, I would have been hanging on for dear life, behind everyone else, you know, but today, I was finally able to give something back. It feels good. I'll let the B-roll do the talking for itself, and you can just enjoy the ride for this little moment.
I thought I'd give you a tow because I remember, one, because I'm heavier, so it's easier for me.
How hard do you have to push down there just to make things easy there?
Not very.
I'll chuck it back up.
It's because I'm heavy. Currently, we are in unexplored territory at the front of the Peloton. I'm just getting this quick 10 seconds that I'm in front of Taman for and enjoying it before he overtakes me in 5 seconds. Just hold there, Taman. Just hold there. Okay, now we're turning the video off. Now you can go past again. We're just slowly regrouping. That was good fun on the front pull there.
Alright, that's probably the hardest part of the ride over, and done with. Everyone's settled back with their own rhythm, and now we're just making our way back towards the cafe. I've had a bit of time to think about the new setup, and honestly, I'm so stoked with it. Seriously, I mean, just look at it. I know this is going to sound like every cyclist ever, but I genuinely think changing the wheels has completely transformed the bike. Not just how it rides, but how it looks as well. The Roval Terra C wheels have become my dedicated road wheels now, paired with the Vittoria Corsa Pro tyres, and I reckon it gives the bike a completely different personality. A few weeks ago, this thing was covered in dust, smashing through gravel roads. Today, it honestly feels like a new road bike. That's one of the reasons why I love gravel bikes so much. People often ask me, why didn't you just buy a road bike? The reality is, with a second wheel set, I've got kind of the best of both worlds. 5 minutes in the garage swapping wheels over, and it's ready for completely different surfaces. Performance-wise, I don't think it's one of those upgrades where you suddenly gain 20 kilometers an hour overnight. If you're expecting that, you're probably going to be disappointed. But what you do notice is all the little things. The bike carries speed better, it accelerates a little easier, it's quieter, it feels smoother, and I actually found myself looking forward to every corner because the bike just felt planted. And it's funny how sometimes small changes like that make you want to ride your bike even more, which I didn't even think that was possible. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. Anything that gets you excited to head out for another ride is money well spent, in my opinion.
Good, some might say.
Hey, that chain's looking good, mate. It's nice and stuck now. I got super glue if you want.
Screw it to the bottom clock, I reckon.
Yep.
Before we knew it, we were rolling back to the cafe where we started. Normally we'd sit outside afterwards, have a chat, but today, absolutely not, man. The temperature had dropped so much by the time we got back that everyone made a beeline straight indoors. And seriously, best decision of the morning. Nothing beats finishing a solid ride, grabbing a coffee, warming up indoors, and talking rubbish about bikes for another half an hour before heading back to the shop. Honestly, I don't think cyclists ever stop riding. We just swap pedaling for talking about riding. The boys up this hill ended up burning me off. I just had nothing in the legs, and I was just like, you know what? I know my limits before I'm going. I had a little bit of a sprint, and I'm like, nah, I'm totally done here. You guys go. I'm hanging it up. Dino and I were just chilling back whilst the main four pushed forward with megawatts, but that was seriously such a fun ride.
There we go. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we are at the coffee shop. Waiting.
Someone's looking at your bike.
Looking at it.
Looking at it. You know it.
Oh man, it is so frosty out here. That's for sure. We're chucking on this jumper. Last time that we did a cold ride, I actually got really unwell because I didn't warm up and keep myself warm after the ride had completed. So we're chucking the jumper on and we're changing out of our shoes straight away, which from these shoes to a Croc, I don't think is much warmer, probably less warm, but it's a mental game. It seriously is a mental game, this one. So we're telling the body that we are good here, that's for sure. Oh, but it's all about keeping the core warm, and that's what we're doing. Lesson learnt from last time. Now, I did notice a big difference when it came to riding with the road rims. It seriously felt so good. It just felt like 3 watts. I did glide quite a lot as well, and when we were pushing down hills, it felt so smooth. But having the Corsa Pros, seriously, it's a game changer on my Terra C rims. Seriously, it was actually electric, proper electric, and it felt good. I seriously felt the improvement, and it was great. I had a good time using it. The boys were electric, and I did keep up, but just not up the hill. On the downhills, we're a downhill specialist in the right conditions. A bit like a tropical fish. It just has to be perfect. Perfect temperatures, perfect weather, perfect conditions. Yeah, I'm not a pro. I'm just like that neighborhood shit kicker. That's all right. That passes that 12-year-old kid and says, "We won that, baby."
We are done and dusted for another video today. The Corsa Pros were fantastic on the gravel bike. Electric, absolutely electric. The ride was smooth. I felt sticky to the pavement, the bitumen, so I'm very happy with that. The asphalt, whatever surface you want to call it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.